accumulation models, poverty shows up as a big risk. But if it's the only risk factor, by and large, kids will be resilient to deal with it. When it's coupled with parental absence and substance abuse and this overwhelming amount to carry. That's one part of it. But there is this sort of policy issue that you point out, that if the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, which is most of the U.S. is not ratified, unlike every other country in the world except for Somalia, they don't have a government. And one of the ways of reading that is that there should not be a correlation between the parent's income and child's access to basic rights or services. And to the degree that we allow that correlation to exist, it's a sort of public policy failure. Years ago, we did a study that looked at the correlation between neighborhood sort of poverty and child abuse rates. And it's a pretty substantial relation. When the study was replicated in Canada, they found a much smaller correlation. Because in Canada, the connection between your parents being poor and you having access to good services is much weaker. They really try to make it zero. So that it's not something you're supposed to worry about. And of course, here you do. So there's that part of it. It's a very clear policy issue about the degree to which we allow children to be denied because their parents can't generate enough money. The other part of it, though, is the role of economic inequality, which is a different issue, although it has some of the same roots. For me, it was captured sort of anecdotally by a kid who once said to me after an interview, he said, Dr. G, when you were coming up, did you come up poor or regular? And that really is what the research in this is about. That if the choice of being poor and regular, then to be poor means you're irregular. And all the shame and rage that implies. One of the worst things I ever heard in Chicago, and you can hear a lot of bad things, was in this school that served the highest risk neighborhood in the whole city, this teacher had started the Honor Society. Now imagine, these are the kids who against all the odds are sticking with school and doing well in school. And she wanted to celebrate their success at the end of the year by having a pizza party for them. And they could not get a pizza delivery company to come to their school. Imagine the shame and the rage that you feel. I'm not even good. Screw it. Why try so hard when you can't even get a pizza at your school?